Hey guys, Steve Darnell here from WelderUp. Listen, I just want to give you a quick rundown on the fun diesel engines that I have put in some of these cars that you've seen me on TV with. Now listen, every one of these diesel motors that run out of here has a FASS fuel system on it. And the reason why is because they're dependable and they save fuel mileage and they save your injectors. There's a lot of reasons why. But before we get into that, I want you guys to come around here, check out some of the ones that I have sitting in my showroom that have a lot of the FASS pumps on them. And I want to take you out to my Diamond T that has had a FASS pump on there for 11 years. Let's go check it out. Hey guys, check it out. This is my 1947 Diamond T. Now, you guys have probably seen this truck a lot on TV. It's a 12-valve, twin-turboed. It's got a G56 in it. I have drove this truck everywhere. And when I originally built this truck, I put a FASS fuel system on it. Now, it's the same one that's been on there for, I think, 11 years now. It's been very dependable. I haven't had one problem with it. It's the same pump and maybe even the same filters. I'm not even sure. Check it out. Guys, you have seen the fun side of the FASS systems on a lot of the stuff that I build, but let's just take a minute here and talk about the work side of it, about my 94 Peterbilt. You know, this is an old truck, and when I bought this truck, the motor that's in it came out of a junk truck in the junkyard. So honestly, I don't know how many miles are on this motor. It's a 3406 Cat. It's a B model. It's got an industrial pump. It's got industrial injectors and an industrial turbo on it, and it's got the FASS fuel system on it. Now, before I put the FASS system on this truck, it just seemed like it kind of had a little inconsistent in its idle and a few different things that were a little bit weird. But since I put the FASS pump on it, what's happened is I've got rid of the air. Now in these tanks, when they slosh around like this, you know, you get down to like a quarter of a tank, what you're doing is you're just creating all this air in the tank. And without a FASS system, what it's doing is it's pulling it in, it's going in your motor, and what it does is it actually creates, when your injector fires down in there, what it's doing is it's when the fuel comes out of the little spray nozzles in there, when you have a bunch of air in there at high PSI, what it does is it burns the end of your injector off. And that is something that is catastrophic. These old Cats aren't too bad, but if you go to something like a common rail nowadays, the clearances are so tight that you need to have good fuel through your system. You cannot have air, you can't have dirt, and you can't have water. It is the worst thing on these common rail motors nowadays. But with this old Cat, it actually cleaned it up. It made it run a little bit better. I noticed that my soot has come down quite a bit, and the power of the truck is there. My mileage went from about 8 miles to 10 miles to the gallon. Of course, I'm not pulling a lot of weight. I usually just got one car on the back going down the road. So I'm not pulling, 48,000 pounds of this thing. But it did make a big difference, and with me as like a truck that I'm using non-commercial for just driving around hauling my own stuff, if I gained a couple miles to the gallon, that's a lot, especially when I go up to Montana or I go down into California or I'm heading down into Arizona. That makes a difference. So that's one thing about this truck that I've noticed with my FASS system. So look guys, I know that FASS has been doing a lot of research on their titanium Signature Series pump. Now, they're using a lot of these on the new Pack Car 13 motor that is in a lot of these over-the-road trucks that are in fleet trucks. I know that going into winter, they installed the FASS system on a bunch of these trucks, and the ones that actually have the FASS system on it are making 0.625 miles per gallon better going into winter, which is really good. So that's something that you guys should really think about, and if you got a fleet, you might want to think about a FASS system. Fewer regens, better fuel mileage, and more horsepower. I mean, what more could you want? The bottom line is this: we want to save money, right? You want to save money, I want to save money. That's what this is all about, is saving some money and being nice to your engine. If you want absolutely the most pure, cleanest diesel fuel getting to your motor, you need to get a FASS system. And you know what? Brad has got a ton of videos on fastride.com. If you guys want to know more about a FASS fuel system and how it works, Brad and his guys explain it so well. They've got samples, they can show you how it works. Make sure you go to fastride.com, check these guys out, and I will see you guys on the next one.